I could put in like your work, and then put in your house, and then do like like you said yesterday, you left at 3:00, and it would probably say it take like 3.5 hours,
but
at least.
But like I keep the data, and I keep the data in the Uno One mind frame. You know what I mean?
I know. What you're saying is like the anecdote of one human, and what I'm telling you is like aggregated data of like millions of people.
But they don't take the drive though. Like I've left the Bay Area at like 12:30, and it still took about 2 hours, like hour 50, like. You know what I mean? Like,
it's really interesting how they get the data. You should look it up. But basically, they track everyone's phones, even if you don't have Google Maps. They track everyone's phones and the rate of how fast the phones are traveling, and that's how they get like the how long it's supposed to take and shit.
Right, but they're giving you an average. I'm like telling you the actual what I mean? Like the actual time I'm driving. That's real time.
Yeah,
compared to averages.
That's one person. I'm just saying that's like one person, and I've heard from like
all the fucking people, all the people on that freeway are driving the same speed, bro. Trust me.
I have 3 coworkers who are on my team at work who work 5 to 2, who come from Tracy or around.
That's
Tracy
right. You're going
area.
to Tracy. That's right. No, I keep forgetting that. You're going to
well,
be closer.
I might be doing Modesto or Turlock.
Well, if it's Modesto,
and either way,
if it's Modesto, for sure it's going to be at least 2 hours. For sure. Like,
dude, I just did that drive today, and I left at like 12:30, and it took about an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, but what's
today? I went to Salida.
That's on Friday though.
Yeah,
but the thing is, here's the thing about all that. No, here's the thing about all that shit though. No, there's a big difference, bro. You'll trip out. But so Friday, when you drive from the Valley to the Bay Area, it's the quickest drive ever. It's an hour 45 minutes, like 2 hours. It's like really quick. And then if you leave on Friday at 12:00, it's hella quick. But if you did that same shit on like a Tuesday or Wednesday, it'll take longer. Because I've done that on like Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and it would take. Depending, sometimes it'll take about 2 hours. Hour 45, like, would be quick, but like usually 12:00, hour 45 to 2 hours.
I'm not even tripping though, like because I'm just gonna have my car drive me. I'm just gonna get a Tesla and have the car drive me.
Our first subject, bro, is gonna be how automation is gonna fucking take over the world. We gotta talk about that shit.
I thought we're rolling. I thought we're rolling right now.
We are rolling. We're going to talk about that shit right now. So I'm telling the motherfucking people.
That's what we've been talking about.
Yeah, bitch-ass people out there. Nah, bitch-ass people are fans.
Honk, honk, honk.
Nah, hey, what's up, y'all? Affordable motherfucking hustlers, bro. Good.
The intro. With the intro.
Cracked his Pabst Blue Ribbon real quick. You know what I mean? What time
fucking, but yeah, no, staying on topic, PBR all day.
Hipster ass. I'm a hipster, bro, to the max.
I'm not even tripping though. I'm really not because I'm just gonna have my car drive me and that'll be fine.
No, before we go any farther, you ordered a fucking Pabst Blue Ribbon at the bar, bro. That was the funniest shit ever.
Dude, they're cheap. It was like $3.50 or something on tap.
No, I feel it, but it's just weird because like you think, well, just me, just my like how my fucking mind works. Every time I go to the bar, I'm just like, dude, I want to try some exotic shit, but I don't know. That was funny to me, bro.
Yeah, I'm not like that. When I go to the bar, I'm just like, I'm just trying to get something. Yeah, I'm just trying to get like whatever, like just something. And then the drinking part is like the I guess like it's more the social part. Like I'm not going to a bar to get fucked up necessarily. I'm not even really caring about the drink. If there's something I like on the menu, I'll get it.
Yeah.
Like I like PBR, so I would get it. And that's the other thing too, is if it's a bunch of like weird ass shit and all I see is Budweiser and some weird shit, well, yeah, I'm going to get the Budweiser. Like, even if it, I don't know.
Fucking guy.
Sometimes, too, Budweiser sometimes is good with
if you drink
with certain food.
If you drink a Budweiser in, like, the bottle, like, in the, like, glass bottle, and it's really cold, sometimes that shit tastes really bomb.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, dude. You know how, like, beer, you can go all over, and there's beer's amazing in America because there's so many different beers. Like, that's just an awesome thing about beer. It's like weed where there's actually more beers than there are strains of weed,
Hell yeah.
You can go and get IPA up the Yin Yang microbrewery, whatever. But the thing about Budweiser is it's the same everywhere. When you crack a Budweiser, it's consistent, dude. These other beers, they don't have the consistency all over the United States that Budweiser, Pabst Blue Ribbon, a couple of these, like, franchisee, like, I don't know how you describe them, but like the big, they have like consistency on lock. It may not be the greatest. I'm not saying that they're the greatest.
Budweiser does have consistency of making a fucking horrible beer that'll give you a bad hangover. No, I'm just kidding.
Really? It gives you a hangover?
Every time I drink Budweiser, I get a fat ass hangover. I don't know why.
I guess it's like the redneck in me or something.
Yeah, that shit always gives me a hangover. But yeah, back to robots and cars taking over the world.
Excuse me, I keep coughing.
Bless you.
No, but electric cars and self-driving cars, and I don't like traffic. Like fuck it, I'm just gonna be listening to podcasts and having my car drive me.
I want to bring up that shit again, bro. So check this out, right? So self-driving cars, it won't work unless they have their own lane. They couldn't drive amongst the rest of the traffic. I want to bring up that argument again, bro.
Wait, what?
Self-driving cars won't be able to drive with regular traffic unless they have their own lanes.
That's crazy.
No, watch, hear me out, though. Because I thought about it, because you said it before, but I was, like, high as shit, bro, and I couldn't really think of, like, I couldn't really think of what to say. But now I thought about it. I was like, no, this is why, bro. Because let's say someone is just coming out of nowhere, bro, into your lane, right?
Yeah.
And they're coming into your lane, and you gotta like, let's say you gotta swerve to the right lane real quick, but you're in an electric car.
Yeah.
A self-driving car. How does the car know what to do when a car comes up real quick?
How does the car know what?
Like, how does it know like what to do when a car just abruptly comes out of nowhere, like changes lanes when it's not supposed to? Does it sense it that good that it will just shift to the other lane? And let's say it does shift to the other lane. What if there's a car in another lane? Then what does it do then?
Yeah,
can it think?
I think it goes
insane, bro.
I think it goes beyond that. I think it's like, it has a quicker reaction time and knows how to, like stabilize the car faster than, because like it's not like you're thinking. You've never driven a Tesla or an electric car, right?
No, I've never driven an electric car.
So you're thinking of it as like a car that...
No, I'm not talking about being electric. I'm talking about the sensors. It doesn't matter.
No, and I know. I'm getting to that. Okay. I'm getting to that. So like, you're thinking of it as like a car, like your car, but with, maybe its own like mind and even like, but you're thinking of it as like a regular car that you deal with every day. It's not like that, dude. This thing like thinks 100 times, 1,000 times faster than you do, right? And it can stabilize way better than your car can. And the engine in it is nothing like your engine. It's so much safer. Like, it's just like, it's completely different.
So we're having a different discussion. Do we trust our lives in the technology before we trust our own minds?
Ooh, we trust our lives in the technology every day. You use an elevator, or do you just never use elevators?
No, you're talking to the wrong person, because I actually use the stairs, bro. I actually dead ass use the stairs. I do,
We've used the elevator together before.
No, I'm not saying like every time, bro. But like
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Bro, like
a lot of times,
you commute every day, and you're a good driver. I know that, but not everyone on the road is, and especially not the hours that you're driving. So you're putting your life in other people's hands every day, whether it's machines or humans.
My life is in God's hands.
So then, why do you care if other people have self-driving cars? Isn't God going to protect you?
No, but you know what I mean. He ain't gonna protect. Maybe he will, but I don't want a self-driving car, bro.
Yeah, well, it's happening. You got to deal with it.
I know. Everybody's going to deal with it. Ooh, the crashes would be crazy, bro. No, I'm serious.
Well, they get really, really good safety ratings. The government and
bro, they probably pay them They probably pay them motherfuckers, bro. They're just like, hey, say these are the safest fucking cars on the planet.
That would be nice.
I mean, I'm just talking.
But I think I don't know, dude. I think, like, from what I've seen and shit, they're pretty safe. Like, like, Tyler, the Creator, got in an accident, and, like, he got his, like, ankle hurt a little bit, but in, like, another car, because, like, their Sentry mode, it records everything. In another car, his car would have been smashed, totaled, fucking whatever. But, like, it's got crazy safety shit.
Knock on wood, but back in the day, I got in a crash, a 50-mile-per-hour crash in a 2004 Ford Focus, bro. Walked away from it. And my mom's walked away from it, bro. All I had was airbags and fucking crumple zones.
Yeah. So, I mean, cars are pretty... I mean, it's not too bad, but, if you could make it safer, And if I look it up on YouTube, dude, it's crazy. Like people going in stop and go traffic and like, like LA traffic, and they don't have to do shit except like it'll confirm when you want a lane change, and then you press a button, and then it checks as it's lane changing, and then it'll do it. But like other than that, you don't have to press any buttons. And by the end of the year, it's gonna have full self-driving where you don't have to press shit.
I won't trust my life to a fucking computer. I just couldn't. As far as like driving
you do every day, bro.
As far as
use
driving
a bank.
me,
use a bank account?
No.
How do you pay your bills?
I was shoeboxed underneath my mattress, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's old school. we know old school.
I trained a pigeon. It drops off the money.
You know what I mean? I send that
landlord.
You know what I mean? Just flies out there, drops it off every month, bro, on time. I don't know how they do it.
All right, well,
bro.
now I'm gonna blow your mind. Now I'll blow your mind.
How?
Well, how do you know that the shoebox under your bed isn't a simulation, and you're not trusting it to a computer when you just store it there? Because life is like the Matrix.
Probably is, bro. That's just like my fucking that's like my like hard drive like files and shit. I'm just like
exactly
translates into
the
a
only
fucking
one.
Shoebox.
Bro, the only person you could trust is yourself, and everyone else could be a robot already.
But you're talking about driving a fucking car, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Those other people could be robots, androids already, bro. You don't know that?
No shit, bro. It's like that movie, like They Live. Like, I just gotta get some fly glasses, bro, and everybody's like fucking a bunch of...
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, George Carlin said it best. Think about how stupid the average person is. Now, 50% of the people are even dumber than that motherfucker. So you're saying, like, am I going to trust my life to a computer? Well, I'm already trusting a lot of fucking shit to these dumb motherfuckers on the road. And I've seen them, dude. They're out here really, really stupid.
It's crazy.
Driving.
Bro, it's crazy. Before we get to some hip-hop shit, we just talk about commute and all that fly shit for y'all working people out there. Feel me? But...
Get you all riled up on your drive home.
I know, right? Bro, check it. You have to drive like it's like a strategy, bro. Like you have to control the fucking traffic behind you because some assholes like tailgating really hard. You gotta control the traffic on the side of you because you don't know if they're just gonna swerve into your lane. The people in front of you, you know what I mean? You gotta look like 5 lanes ahead of you. It's just like, man.
Yeah, you gotta do so many things at once, and you only have one pair of eyes that can only focus on one thing at a time. Really, it can. You can quickly jump from action to action, but multitasking is not a real thing. So, like, a computer can actually do 15 things at once. Like, you ever make a beat?
We're doing that, though, bro. Like, we're already doing that while driving. Think how much shit you're doing.
No, you are, but you're doing it, but a computer could do it better because it has 15 eyes pointing in every direction, and it calculates faster than the brain, and, like, you know what I mean? Like, it just... especially with pre-programmed shit.
It's not.
Like driving.
I feel... Bro, I don't think so.
And then, like, people take BART and trains and all this shit. You know? Those are all automated. What do you think the dude's doing on the light rail? The guy in the...
He's controlling He's controlling the brakes and all that.
No, they're not, dude.
You don't think that the fucking the nigga in the fucking BART train ain't controlling the brakes? He absolutely is.
There's some manual override, but it's all automated, dude. That shit is pre-programmed. They got guys in like a fucking central hub, pretty much doing that, or it's just the computers, like for sure. All the dudes who are in like those cockpits or whatever, and even pilots aren't doing like that much. They're just communicating when they're up there,
bro.
Like, yeah, you can manually override the controls, and that's why pilots like are trained to fly planes and shit. But for the most part, all of that shit is automated on computers and like not human. Like that. No, the navigation and
all that shit is, bro. But actually flying the plane and all that shit, bro, that's like a human being. Like,
no, it's not, bro. This ain't the Flintstones. They ain't yabba dabba fucking running like. Come on, bro. It's a computer. Like they flip a switch and the engine starts going. They program in how fast it's supposed to go.
Our goddamn airplanes?
No, bro. They're really not.
They're gonna play bro. Full, goddamn.
Yeah, like you still know how to do that shit, but like you know what I mean. They still train you, but you do not like. It's just not shit that is done in today's world.
They're gonna have robotic bitches and shit in the future. Fuck, bro. This world,
and driving's next, dude.
I couldn't, bro. You ever watch iRobot?
Yeah, dude. I have that on.
I'm Will Smith.
I have that.
Yeah, I'm Will Smith, bro, in that movie. Best way to describe me in that situation.
Well, there was a time when people